Hello students, very good morning to each and everyone. I'm here before you now to aware a fact. My dear children, did you ever think why do we take more hours on problematic subjects? Just think over to it. See, I'll just tell you one thing, my dear children. In a problematic subject, you're having two parts. Number one is concept, number two is application of that concept. Also, in a subject like accounts, we are also having accounting standards, wherein we are having provisions and application of the provisions. Did you ever think what is more difficult to understand? Is it concept or a problem? Is it provision or an application? Or did you ever think what takes more time to teach and what takes more time to learn? Is it a problem or a concept? Is it a provision or an application? It is obviously the concept. It is obviously the concept. See, now in our institution, we do spend more hours on teaching the concept rather than the problems. Once if we have come to know the concept, we can solve any kind of problem with any kind of adjustments that were being given in the examination. Otherwise, if you lack the concept, if you learn concept less and if you have concentrated more on solving the problems, then you will be lacking yourselves of solving a new adjustment. If you solve the problems just and if you learn the problems just, the biggest problem that you face in the examination is all about you can solve only such kind of problems where you have already solved in your practice. But if you have encountered with a new problem, then it would become very typical to you to solve. But if you have learned the concept, then it would become very easy to you to solve any kind of problem that was given in the examination. So that is the reason why we do spend more and more hours on a problematic subject also like accounts. We do teach concept first and then we will be telling the students how to apply the concept and how to apply the problems. And also I personally had seen many of my students wherein once I have told the concept and then they are going to solve the problems without my intervention. Also, many of the students can do this one. Of course, for one or two starting problems, they may need some guidance, but later on they can solve it by themselves without any hassle differences and hassle difficulties also. And also, coming to topics like accounting standards, is it better to learn provision, application of provision or the problems directly? Of course, my dear children, learning the provision is the best aspect at every moment. But learning the provision is not sufficient. After learning the provision, you also have to concentrate on the application of the provision. And for your kind information, my dear children, you can check out anywhere. We can proudly tell that it's our institution which has been teaching standards in such a drastical way. But for your kind information, my dear children, you cannot find teaching in standards in such a drastical way in any other institutions. We are proud to tell that and we are supposed to admit the same thing. And also, my dear children, we not just concentrate on provisions of the accounting standards, but also will concentrate on the application of the accounting standards. And also, our intent is not completed by these two aspects. Also, we will tell some of the problems from the accounting standards in order to apply the provision and concept of that application. So final tagline, what I am supposed to tell you is that learning the concept is more important than learning the problems. Learning the provision and application of provision is more important than doing the problems. And that is the reason why we do take more number of hours, especially with a problematic subject like accounts, costing, FM, etc. and etc. in order to embed knowledge to the students rather than just concentrating on the problems. Thank you. Take care. Bye, Ma.